Hey guys, remember when I was bitching about the propaganda from the beer store, and I said that there's propaganda on all sides? Well, this is a propaganda flyer that me and my wife found at the liquor store. So here we go. Canada's low-risk alcohol drinking guidelines. Drinking is a personal choice. If you choose to drink, these guidelines can help you decide when, where, why, and how. So, let's open her up, right? Let's open her all the way up. So this is much like the English stuff. For these guidelines, a drink means... Sorry, here we go. A beer, 341 milliliters. A cider. What is it? 5 ounces of wine? Sorry guys, I gotta look close. 5 ounces of wine, 12 ounces of beer, 12 ounces of cider, or 1.5 ounces of alcohol. Which is funny because we work for the I work for the AGCO, and I can only pour 1 ounce. My pours are not 1.5 ounce, so I'm not actually serving you a drink according to the Canadian drinking guidelines. Okay, so just like in the US, they show males and females and how many drinks you're allowed to have per day. 2 for females, 3 for males. So, pretty sexist right there. I know a lot of females that can hold their alcohol better than a lot of the males in here that I know. Reduce your long-term health risks by drinking no more than 10 drinks a week for women, with no more than 2 drinks a day, or 15 drinks a week for men with no more than 3 drinks a day. Plan non-drinking days every week. Okay, yeah, sure, I understand that, I can see that, whatever. In all honesty, though, you're telling people that they can drink 5 days a week. Probably not as healthy as it should be. I mean, what's worse for you? Binging on like 8 drinks in one night? Or having your liver work every single day of the week except for 1 or 2. Both, I mean, you can read you can read medical studies that say both are beneficial. You know, that it's better for your liver to only work once, or it's better for your liver to work in small doses. I mean, you can find stuff. Well, you guys are alive. I'm sure that the people that watch this show and watch me are smart enough to know that you can find a study that says whatever you want it to say. Special occasions. Here we go. Sorry guys, this one isn't as easy for me to read while on camera, so we're going to lift it up again quickly. Reduce your risk of injury and harm by drinking no more than 3 drinks for women or 4 drinks for men on any single occasion. Plan to drink in a safer environment. Stay within the weekly limits outlined above and your limits. So they're telling you on special occasions a male and a female can both have 1 extra drink. I like how these pamphlets are basically trying to think for you. When 0 is the limit, do not drink when you are driving vehicles or using machinery and tools. Okay, I can agree with that. I actually, a member of my family was drafted into the NHL. He was hit by a drunk driver. This was back in the 80s. He was hit by a drunk driver while walking home from practice. And back in the 80s, you didn't have skate guards. So his skate got driven into his kidneys and he never played hockey again. I have family members that have lost many people. I have friends that have died because of drunk driving. Drunk driving is not acceptable. Okay, drunk driving is not acceptable. If you're at a friend's house, stay the night. For the people that come here for the beer review, they're always welcome to stay the night. Machinery, again, you can hurt yourself. Tools, you can hurt yourself or somebody else. Taking medicine or other drugs that interact with alcohol, again, this is all common sense stuff. Doing any kind of dangerous physical activity. So like, don't drink when you're rock climbing. Don't drink when you're having sex, because you might have a kid. Living with mental or physical health problems. I'm living with mental and physical health problems and I drink, so fuck you. For those of you that have watched me long enough, you know that I've talked about my borderline personality disorder. for those of you that also watch me long enough, you know that the albino rhino beer review is because I'm albino, which is a physical disability. Fuck you guys. You're saying basically unless you're perfectly healthy, which nobody is, almost everybody in the world has a mental health issue, don't drink. Living with alcohol dependence. Okay, if you're living with a dependence on alcohol, now I understand you're saying if you're an alcoholic, don't drink. But your wording here is dependence. Dependence means you depend upon it. If you depend upon drinking to get through your day, and it's unhealthy for you not to drink, then you probably should drink. Again, I'm not actually condoning alcoholism or anything like that. I'm just saying the way this is worded, that's just kind of funny. Pregnant or planning to be pregnant. Pregnant or planning to be pregnant. A lot of people that plan to be pregnant get drunk so that they can get pregnant. I'm joking here, but again, studies, you can have studies that say it's bad for the baby, you can have studies that say it's good for the baby. Guinness was actually always pushed upon women because of the high iron content when you were drinking. When you were pregnant. So again, it comes down to what study you want to follow. Yeah, being drunk all the time is probably going to be bad for your baby. You're probably going to turn out albino like me. But just an odd drink here and there could, mattering who you talk to, be beneficial or not harmful. Responsible for the safety of others. You know what? During the day when I'm with my kids, if my wife is not here, I will not have a drink because I am responsible for the safety of my 2 children. That one, though, is, again, mattering what it is. If you're a police officer, if you're a lifeguard. If you're a lifeguard, you probably shouldn't be drinking because you're not paying attention. But, I mean, the safety of others is an interesting way to word things. Lastly, making important decisions. You make important decisions every day of your life, so you should never drink according to this. Just your decision to look both ways, even though the crosswalk says walk, is an important decision. Because people don't always stop at a red light. Your decision to stop at a red light is an important decision. Your decision to eat instead of starving is an important decision. Your decision to drink water, for instance, instead of nothing is an important decision. Your body's decision to breathe, and that's your body's decision, not yours, is an important decision. So again, a funny wording, but I mean, I'm just making fun of this stuff. Pregnant, 0 is safest. If you are pregnant or planning to become pregnant, or about to breastfeed, the safest choice is to drink no alcohol at all. Again, that matters which study you're following. Many different studies. Some say they're good, it's fine. Some say it's not fine. Again, it all matters. Delay your drinking. Alcohol can harm the way your body and brain develop. Teens should speak with their parents about drinking. If they choose to drink, they should do so under parents' guidance. Never more than 1 to 2 drinks at a time, and never more than 1 to 2 times per week. Wait a second! This piece of paper I just picked up at the LCBO is saying teens should be able to drink. You have to be 19 to drink in Ontario, 21 to drink in the US, 18 to drink in Quebec. But you know what? What the fuck is this shit? Teens! At 19 and 18, you're not a teen anymore. You're an adult, let's be honest. So what you're saying is underage drinking's okay if your parents let you. But for parents, do not drink under any of these circumstances. For kids, do it if you've talked to your parents. What the fuck is that shit? Again, I'm not against underage drinking. I drank underage. There's a time and place for it. I started drinking when I was 8. I was a heavy drinker until late into my life. Well, not late into my life, but late into my teens when I quit drinking, and then I started again later on. But that just makes me laugh. They should plan ahead, follow local alcohol laws, and consider the safer drinking tips listed in this brochure. Youth in their late teens to age 24 years should never exceed the day and week limits outlined in your limits. You know what? If anyone's going to outdo those limits, it should be people in their late teens to early 20s, because that's when your liver can handle it, your body can handle it, and you're not going to wake up hungover all the time. You know what? If I have 5 drinks in a night right now, I might wake up fucked. If I had 12 drinks when I was 19, I'd wake up perfectly fine. So it all comes down to that. I mean, the older you get, the less you should drink. It really is true. But you just said teens and then said follow your local liquor laws. So you covered your ass with that. But I'm sorry, at 19, I don't consider you a teens. You're an adult. Okay, 2 pages left. Safer drinking tips. Set limits to yourself and stick to them. Okay, I can accept that. You know what? Go out and say, you know what, when I went to the bars, I would go out to the bars with only a set amount of money. I'd say I have $60 tonight, and I want to spend $10 at Pita Pit on my way home. So I have $50 to drink with and to tip with, and I would drink and tip with that $50, and that was it. It was a lot more than 3 drinks, though, I must tell you. Drink slowly. Have no more than 2 drinks in any 3 hours. Well, if you're a woman, that's saying that you cannot drink more than 2 drinks. You're not allowed to have more than 2 drinks, period. But you can only go out and have 1 drink every hour and a half. So why does it say 3? It should say 2 drinks every 24 hours for a woman and 3 drinks every 24 hours for a male. For every drink of alcohol, have 1 non-alcoholic drink. Well, yes and no. I mean, for every 1 drink of alcohol, have a glass of water. Not a non-alcoholic drink. You don't want to have pop. That's just adding more sugar to your brain to give you more of a hangover the next day. You could have juice, I mean vitamin C and real juice, not just juice, but hey, eat before and while you are drinking. Okay, yeah, that one's true too. Always consider your age, body weight, and health problems that might suggest lower limits. Yes, and I was actually talking about that earlier. While drinking may provide health benefits to certain groups of people, do not start to drink or increase your drinking for health benefits. Okay, I'm not even going to touch that one. Low-risk drinking helps to promote a culture of moderation. Low-risk drinking improves healthy lifestyles. Up here, okay, there you guys go. You can read it there. CCSI. Thank you to the partners who supported Development Canada low-risk alcohol drinking guidelines. For a complete list of the go to this website. Okay, so there's the propaganda I found at the LCBO. It's not a propaganda about the beer store thing. It's just propaganda in general. Drinking is not good for you. Alcohol is a poison. If you drink, you drink. If you don't drink, you don't drink. This pamphlet is garbage. That's basically what it is. This pamphlet is garbage. Hell, I'm surprised that we wasted all the time and money on a pamphlet like this, but we don't put anything out saying, do not eat the shit at fast food restaurants. Do not eat the shit in half your food. Do not drink half the boozes in the world because they have shit in them that you shouldn't have. But hey, only drink 2 drinks a week. That one actually gets me the most, is the male-female thing. Every body is different, every person is different, every liver is different. The amount of alcohol you can process is different. This generalization thing that we do now is just stupid. Anyway, guys, talk about this paper. Thank you. Sorry for going on so long. Bye-bye.